that shit up, TNT.
This is Rhythm in the City. We here at Melted Whiskey with the owner, Tre, in the building. What's up, Tre?
What's up?
Boom, 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 boom. You know what it is. It's Queen After Dark in the building, and it's Rhythm in the City. We in Melted Whiskey with Tre. What's good, Tre?
What's up?
We about to get lit, find out what's going on. What's your Rhythm in the City? Tre, tell us a little bit about Melted Whiskey and why you decided to become a bar owner.
So I had the opportunity to get Melted Whiskey about 6 years ago, and I didn't really know what I was doing. Come from being a DJ, and just thought it would always be cool. Like everybody thinks it's really cool to own a bar.
Yes.
Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people have that fantasy, you know. And then
Yes.
I really had intentions of starting the bar and then working on DJing again or going and doing so. I just didn't think it was going to take up so much time.
Yeah.
And and here we are. I'm still here trying to figure it out.
Boom,
I don't know.
boom, and we still melting at the
Yeah.
Melted Whiskey. You hear me? We still in here.
Yeah, it's been fun.
We still having a good time with Tre. Thank you for keeping the doors open because you know how hard it is really in real life. I got an important question. We want to know, the Rhythm in the City want to know, is the current economic environment good or bad for the pubs and bars in our local communities?
Well, I can't speak for everybody, but it was really hard when they had us closing at 11. We tried to do some different things to get an earlier crowd because we've never had a really early crowd. But since things have opened back up, I feel like things have been great for us. Like, you know, I mean, and I also feel like probably a lot more appreciative than I was before.
Yeah.
You know, and
So you made it through the storm, and
Yeah,
now
yeah.
we
Very
got
blessed.
sunshine
yeah,
at nighttime.
yeah, very blessed because I know a lot of people didn't make it. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, that
So,
is true.
Yeah.
Good job. Well, Tre, I'm new in entertainment, and I want to know something. I need some advice. I need to know the top 5 priorities in running a bar, especially a successful bar.
Okay, let's see. Top 5 priorities. I would say number 1 is treating your customers great and having something to offer.
Yeah.
You know, treating your employees great, making sure you have a team around you that supports everything you're doing and understand why you're doing it. Having products your customers want, you know.
Yes.
I don't know that might be the same thing, but
The
you know.
Queen After Dark is on the menu.
And that's 3, right? Let's see. 2 more things you must do. Pay your taxes.
Pay your
It's important.
taxes. Important. See, I told you, you need to know these things.
And let's see. One more thing. Number 5, you gotta promote and market your thing.
That's what I'm talking about. So you gotta treat your customers good. Make sure you got products that they want and need in their life. A little bit of whiskey, you feel me? Melted on ice. So build it right. Make sure you follow the process. Do what you gotta do, and make sure you pay your taxes, because that's the biggest one. Oh, for all the drinkers out there that go to the pubs and the bars to get drinks, I want to know, what are some of the top shelf alcohol that you have in the building?
Well, you know, we probably sell more Patron than anything.
Patron.
You know, we could even change the name to the Patron Depot or something like that. As much Patron as we sell. And no
Put a lime in the
offense, and no offense to Patron, but I feel like there's better tequila, you know, in the world. And of course, the name is Melted Whiskey. And we do try to focus on whiskeys and harder to get whiskeys and things like that. We don't have the biggest market for it, but you know, It's cool. And as far as whiskeys go, I mean, we got some Blantons and we got some stuff that's hard to find, stuff you can't just walk into the liquor store and get.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got some Blantons. What's that, the whiskey that you let me try that had the history behind it? Who made it? With the
Oh, you just went to Uncle Nearest?
Yeah.
That's a Tennessee whiskey, and Uncle Nearest was a slave who taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey, and then they recently opened a distillery in his name, you know, as one of the founders of Tennessee whiskey.
Okay.
You know, and it is a great story.
That's
so,
what's up.
Google that shit.
Yes, right here at Melted Whiskey, we got history in our whiskey. History in the whiskey.
Yeah.
So, how did you come up with the name Melted Whiskey?
I actually didn't come up with the name Melted Whiskey. The name Melted Whiskey is a song lyric from a Widespread Panic song. The lady that owned it before named it that. I liked the name. I thought it was a cool name, and I just kept it. And I just kind of made it my own.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I rebranded it and stuff, like the logos and stuff I redid, but you know, the name, it was Melted Whiskey about a year before I owned Melted Whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now Melted Whiskey is Tre's. Tre, what's the relationship like with your Melted Whiskey customers, especially your locals? What's your relationship like with them?
Oh, I think it's great. I mean, we have a real good core group of people that come in. Probably my favorite time to be here is usually in the early afternoons, happy hour, with all the fellas. You know, they always got something cooking up, or they bring something in. They always got something to say.
Yeah.
You know, we have a really cool like happy hour crowd. I think definitely two places.
Happy hour.
You know,
Yes.
like early. You know, it's the music's kind of low. Everybody's laughing and cutting up. People getting off work and you know, just talking about the day or whatever. And then later it gets louder in here, and it's more of a party. You know?
Night.
Right.
It's a Queen After Dark playground right here in Melted Whiskey. What's some successful events that you hosted right here at Melted Whiskey?
Oh, we used to do a lot of SC the Plug parties back in the day, and we've had a lot of cool things. We had the midget wrestling here.
Midget wrestling.
We had the male review. You know, the ladies go crazy over that.
Yes, we did the male review. I was here. We're not gonna talk about it.
But you know, lately we've been trying to like do more, like be more of a bar.
Yes.
And not do so many, you know, clubby things. You know, and a lot of that had to do with some restrictions that we were kind of under. You know. But a lot of that's kind of lifting, so who knows what we're gonna do, you know?
Yes, small bar, but lit. Definitely the spot to check out if you in something South Carolina. Melted Whiskey right here with Tre. I want to give a shout out to Melted Whiskey for supporting our community by being out so we can get together and have a good time. We got good drinks, we got top of the line, and we got affordable for everybody as well. So make sure you get out here. Shout out to the bartenders. Shout out to Bobby for making sure all the inventory is on point. We are here building businesses with Melted Whiskey's own Tre.
So shout out to SC the Plug for doing our interviews here. You know, so when I was growing up, most local musicians, artists, they didn't really have a place to do anything. Anything creative was there was nothing available. So, you know, to have an opportunity to help the local, you know, music community or whatever, to be able to have interviews here and do events and stuff, it's been really cool, especially for the young kids, because there's nowhere to go really, you know. So, shout out to all the Team Whiskey staff for making it happen.
Team Melted Whiskey in the building.
Appreciate that.
Darling, Sade, Baby Mama, Antoine, Bobby,
There's a bunch
everybody.
of them. Yeah, it's a bunch of them. We don't want to leave nobody out. But
We ain't leaving nobody out.
yeah,
Y'all know what it is.
all the people that help us with security and all that. And I mean, you know, it takes a bunch of us to make this place run like it's supposed to.
That's right. That's right.
Definitely,
Big ups.
this place is definitely not about me. It's about, you know, us as a community, because I definitely couldn't do any of this by myself.
Team Whiskey in the building, making sure we feel good.